Welcome back to the channel. So I have something super exciting to share with you. This is from CW Watch Shop. It is for sale on their website. I will put in the description below a link to their website so you can check them out. But this is an absolute beautiful watch, and I'm super excited to have it here on the channel. This is the first ever Coke GMT. This is the Rolex GMT Master 2, the 16760, which is the fat lady. Also, Sophia Loren, you can call it as well. And that's because of the curvy case, a little bit thicker, a little more sexy. This one here is all original, and it has been serviced, from what I understand, back in 2006 at Rolex. By the original owner, and it's a 1987 model. You've got your papers here, GMT, Rolex GMT Master, very cool. Let's see, let's open her up. I'm gonna get the box out of the way real quick, and here's the box. Like I said, all original. Ooh, there she is. Now, this is the first Coke GMT, like I said. The cool thing about this model, it's a transitional model, and it's the first GMT Master to have the hacking movement. Okay, not hacking movement, I'm sorry. First GMT Master to have the quick set date, the jumping hour hand, which is the 3085 movement, okay? The previous models had the 3075 movement. Okay, so this one has a better movement. It's upgraded. It's running at 28,800 vibrations per hour. I believe the older ones were at 21,600. Let me wipe the crystal off a little bit. And of course, this has a sapphire crystal. Okay, you have a glossy dial and white gold surrounds, of course. So this is a huge, it's a very important watch. It had a short run. This one's from 1987. I'm not sure exactly. It was a few years that they made them, but this is a very sought after watch, very sought after piece. It also was the first time that they had the bi-directional click spring in here too. So before it was just pressure fit. If you can actually hear that, it clicks. Okay, so it's kind of hard to hear on camera, but that was also something else that they did with this watch. So this is like I said, it was a transitional model going forward for Rolex, and they do that. I mean, this is very innovative, very cool piece. Now, let me get the dimensions out of the way real quick. This is a 40 millimeter from side to side. It's 47.6 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. It is 12.6 millimeters thick. Okay, and it has 20 millimeter lug openings. Now, this has a Submariner bracelet. Now, the original owner, when he purchased this back in 1987, he asked for this bracelet, so they took the other bracelet off and gave him this one. I don't know if he paid extra or not, but he specified that he wanted this bracelet, so that's what he got, okay? So we got completely brushed. If you're familiar with Rolex, you got completely brushed on the top here throughout, and then polished on the side of the case, polished on the top of the lugs. Now, this thing, like I said, was only serviced one time at Rolex. So if you look at those lugs, they're very even. They look very, very good. Still very sharp under the case, and that's something that you want to look at as well. Very sharp under the case. This is in like very good condition, just beautiful. If you look at that crown there, how good all that looks as well. It's a holes case, which in my opinion, the older Rolexes are the best because you have the holes case, so you can easily change over to, straps, whatever you'd like to put on there. But look at that brushing. Oh my God, that just looks amazing. Looks really, really good. Of course, it does not have solid inlays. That came later, okay? But a very nice bracelet, okay, especially for this era. We already have it winding. Now, this has the open 6 and open 9s on the date wheel, which is also very exciting. And here is the movement. It's got a nice pop on the crown, nice wind. I will show you what I mean about that jumping hour hand there. So it just clicks right away. See how it just changed to the 30, and then we go back to the 29. Let's see, there we go, see? So you could do that. That's very cool. Now, like I said, it does have the 3085, so you do get a little bit of wiggle on that GMT hand, but that's very cool. Okay, very, very cool. It all functions very well. You've got that 2.5 date magnifier. It of course hacks, hand winds. It does everything that these Rolexes do. Just absolutely stunning piece. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, still stunner. Screw down that crown. And it's got real nice crown guards to protect that crown. I really like that on the GMT. If you look, the GMT Masters, if you look on the Explorer, it seems like the crown guards are a little bit smaller, okay? But that's very nice on these models. It doesn't have any more lume. This is definitely a tritium dial. You can see that up close. Yeah, let's get close so you guys can see this. Just a beautiful watch. White gold surrounds, tritium dial. It looks like the lume is got a patina already, starting to patina nicely there. That's beautiful. Looks really good, and just like flawless. This is the first. I mean, this model here has many firsts. Like I said, sapphire crystal. The ones prior had plastic crystals, so that's also very cool. But just amazing. It just looks so good. Let me wipe it off a little bit so I can show you guys some more here. Show you how well it's polished. You still have the bevels, those chamfers there, the polished chamfers. See that? Look really good. Look at that. Look at that brushwork that Rolex did from the factory. Really nice. If you look at these holes, you see the spring bars. They don't go out they don't stick out. Okay, a lot of times you'll see spring bars kind of stick through. That means the case has been polished way too much. This one has really been lightly polished, just enough to bring it back. And I just think it looks amazing. God, I love that. This is a beautiful watch. Let's put it on the time grapher real quick while we've got it here. And we'll see how well it's doing. And then I'll throw it on my wrist. Now it doesn't have any more lume. So we're not gonna try to test the lume, but let's put it on the time grapher so you guys can kind of see. There we go. Let's see how they set this up. So we're at +1. It's from 1987, guys. Keep in mind, 1987. We're at +2 seconds, 299 amplitude. So it's got great amplitude. The movement health is amazing. 0.1 beat error. Now it's 0.0. Look at that amplitude. Now it's 305. +3 seconds. This is amazing. This is doing very, very well. 28,800 vibrations per hour. I mean, solid movement, guys. Solid movement. This right here is a keeper. Heirloom piece. These are only going to go up. Here it is on my wrist. 7.5-inch wrist. It's not sized to me. It's a little loose. Looks like it has, I believe, all the links. And wow. God, I like this watch. I wish I could pick it up. Gee, it looks good on the wrist. It is absolutely beautiful. Look how well that sits. Now, the cool thing about this, in my opinion, is they call it the fat lady because it is a little bit fatter. It's 12.6 millimeters thick. I believe the older model, the 16570, was... No, 16750 was just a little bit thinner than this. I think it was like right at 12, okay? So they did thicken the case, like I said, just made it a little bit bigger in all the right places. And, like with the newer Submariner, now it's a 41. So through time, they inch up a little bit bigger. I mean, even the original Submariners were like, 38 millimeters. So 38, 39 millimeters. So you see how it goes, with Rolex moving little incremental. That's the great thing about Rolex, little incremental changes throughout the years. And that's what makes these things timeless and so desirable. Okay, so there you guys have it. This is the Rolex GMT Master 2 16760. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in this watch, I will have the link in the description below to CW Watch Shop, and you guys can check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.